So today on this video I decided I would talk about different quirks that we have as people, different habits that we form over time, ones that are positive, ones that are negative. So I'm going to get through all the negative ones first and then make a video about the positive ones. You might as well go through all the bad things first and then reward yourself with all the positive things at the end, right? So here we go. Now, one of the habits I have is that I can become extremely emotional. And emotions are a good thing. They're good to express. They're good to vent and just be there. But the thing is, you can't let them rule your life. You have to take a step back, examine why you feel the way you feel, and what it is that you can actually do about it. And why is it that you feel that way? And if someone else is causing you to feel that way, or something else, or whatever it is, you should have a look and figure out what's causing that person or thing or whatever it is to act the way they are that causes you such distress. As the reality is, you yourself may be causing that person to act that way to then cause you to have these emotional issues. But if you just react and you don't think about things and you don't try to understand and perceive, nothing will change. It'll just keep happening because you've stayed the same. And, that's just the way it works. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. You got to do something different to change it, right? So here I am, changing it, trying to understand, trying to be more perceptive in my life. Now, another part that I have to deal with is that I can be a bit extreme, and not to the extreme level, say, of the Taliban blowing up a car or Al-Qaeda wanting all the Americans to die for some apparent reason, but more to the effect of seeing things as black or white or gray. The reality is that none of those are really true. It's all just a muddle, and it moves back and forth based on how you perceive things, based on your viewpoint at the time. And your viewpoint and how you're perceiving things will change all the time. And just because maybe you perceive something one way doesn't mean that it's right. So I'm trying to make an honest effort to not see things as right or wrong or can't be decided. They're just all somewhere in between. So to me, that's something huge as well. Now, another part of this is that in my mind, I can be very quick to judge. I can judge others harshly. I can judge them too kindly. But I judge them too quickly. And you have to take time to judge a person, to understand them. And yes, I don't like the idea of even judging a person, because what right do I have as a person to judge another? But we as people have to judge others. It's a way for us to protect ourselves, to keep ourselves safe. If you don't judge anyone around you, when you see some axe-wielding murderer coming down the road, and you look at them and you go, oh, well, that person's obviously going to go cut down a tree as they're running straight towards you, maybe the judgment should be, I think that person means me harm. I need to extradite myself from this situation and keep myself safe. Who knows? Maybe they are just going to cut down a tree. But I would rather find that out afterwards instead of being in the hospital. Another issue I've discovered that I have as a bad habit is that I can become dependent upon others. And this, although at the time might feel great, leaves you empty inside because you don't have anything to take pride of in yourself. You don't have any more accomplishments anymore because your accomplishments are someone else's. They're not yours. And the thing is, if you don't actively accomplish things in your life, you don't build up your self-esteem. You don't build up your self-worth. It just becomes less and less over time. And this is definitely a habit that I have to work on. Something that I have to discard so that I can be better as a person. Because it makes me feel better when I do things on my own, when I can figure things out, when I can show that I have worth. and not show it to someone else, but show it to myself that I am worthy of respect, gratitude, understanding, of kindness, of love. It's really important. And the thing is, with the dependency too, is that over time, you lose yourself. You lose the things that made you who you were. Because if you started out being independent, strong, and you become dependent on another, eventually you'll become weak. You'll become nothing compared to what you were. Just a shadow, an echo, long since lost. And that's not the way to live. You have to live your life for yourself. Yes, you can share your life with others. You can enjoy their company, but you have to still be yourself. You still have to do things for yourself. So that's the way that has to work. That's the person I need to become. That's the thing I need to work on. So I'm sure I have a number of other bad habits that others could tell me about, or that, given some more time, I can think about. But for now, these bad habits are the ones that I need to work on. These are the ones that will set me free, allow me to become a better person, a better me, a person deserving of so much. So, and if you have these same bad habits, or you have other bad habits, the only one who can get rid of them is yourself. You can make the choice to change, to every day examine what it is you're doing, why it is you're doing it, and then correct the course. Because you are indeed steering the ship that is your life, and you need to make a choice as to where it's going to go. So on that note, have a good day.